We begin Eyewitness News at 6 with breaking news following the story of 3 Houston police officers being shot today. As you see, several city and even national leaders there coming up to the podium, including Chief Finner from Houston Police Department, to make comments about these 3 officers injuries to the arm, leg, and foot. They are said to be in stable condition. We want to make sure that we don't miss these comments by him. We have Sheila Jackson Lee, the representative. We have Chief Pena, and of course, Houston's Mayor Sylvester Turner about to speak now.
Let me get things started. Standing, of course, here with Chief Finner. He'll be speaking in a few minutes. Appreciate Chief Pena from the Fire Department being here. Thank you, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, for being here. Councilmember Karen Evans Shabazz, and all of these men and women in blue, police officers. Kind of give you a brief update, and then I'm gonna turn it over to Chief Finner. Let me just start off by saying we're certainly praying for our police officers who were shot today. I will tell you, one was shot in the foot, one was shot in the leg, and one was shot in the arm. All of their injuries are non-life-threatening. Had a chance to visit with each one of them and even with some of the family members. All 3 officers are in good spirits. All were talkative, and we expressed, number one, our support of them, how appreciative we are of their service, and how grateful and thankful that their injuries were not a lot worse, because it could certainly have been a lot worse. So again, all of them are in good spirits, and their injuries are non-life-threatening. Had a chance to talk to all of them. This has been a tough week. Starting on Saturday, it's been a tough week. It's been a tough week for law enforcement, and it's been a tough week for the city as a whole. Quite frankly, for the city as well as the county. What it indicates again is that being a police officer in this case, or in law enforcement, is an inherently dangerous job. Every single day, when these police officers leave their homes, go on their particular shifts, not knowing what they will encounter in that day, being a police officer is an inherently dangerous job. And so I cannot tell you how proud I am of every single law enforcement officer that serves our city, that gives their all in the service of our city. And so I want to ask the people in this city to continue to lift them up, to continue to be very supportive of them, to let them know that we are very supportive of them and that we appreciate them doing everything they can to keep the rest of us safe. These are inherently right now dangerous times, and that was demonstrated again today. We are living in inherently dangerous time, and it's going to take all of us working together to create and have a very safe city. There are a lot of guns on the street. Quite frankly, there are just too many that are on the streets and in the hands of people who will use these guns at a second, on a notice. And again, this is one of those situations. Person gets out, person starts shooting. And now we have 3 police officers who are in the hospital with gunshot wounds. So I want to continue to be supportive. Now, let me just say this. The chief and I, on next week, we'll lay